What is up, guys? It's DatBoySquid coming back at you guys with a brand new video all on the week-long tournament that I've actually been hosting up in the Discord. If you're interested in what I'm talking about, all the information is going to be in the video description. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, go ahead and check that out. But yeah, today's video is going to be on the winner of this tournament. The winner is just going to honestly blow your mind. It's actually something that you've probably not even on even what you're probably thinking of what would win a normal tournament. Honestly, I mean, I would say, as a viewer, you're probably like, oh, it's a tournament, so it's probably going to be a Drytron or Tribe Zoo, or maybe even an Invoked Dogmatica even slipped in, maybe even Dragon Link. I mean, a lot of those decks are complete viable contenders for a first place in a tournament. Mind you, this isn't just a small tournament. This wasn't I don't know, a 5-man tournament, with just a group of friends. No, it was literally nothing like that. Almost close to 20 people showed up. I think it was something like 16 or 17, something like that. But it was just insane. Almost every single deck that was submitted in the tournament, except a few, were meta decks. We're talking Drytron, literally all the decks that I just mentioned a second ago. Tribe Zoo, Invoke Dogmatica. One person was even running at Ignisters. A whole slew of really good decks by very good pilots were in this tournament. However, not a single one of them got first place. The first place winner, the winner of the entire tournament that lasted a whole entire week, is actually, believe it or not, Burning Abyss. I'm not even making that up. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. I mean, this is actually what the winner of this tournament actually ran. So literally just a pile of Burning Abyss monsters with a couple of unique hand traps thrown in. A lot of this deck is just really just Burning Abyss. It's just that's all I can kind of describe it. There's a couple of cards here that was run in the deck that I actually talked to the winner of the tournament, Slayer, which is their name. What kind of choice cards they would kind of swap out, and what cards they would kind of keep in if they had to, give that choice. A couple of cards that they would probably replace would be the Transmigration Prophecy. This card is a little bit of a slower, it's like a slower DD Crow, but the other benefit of this card is that it not only kind of stops your opponent just for a second, but it can also go ahead and shuffle back your resources from the grave back into the deck. So, if you're playing the grind game, and you've, kind of used all of your Graphas in a sense, and, say you have maybe one more Dante that, you're trying to summon, and mill Graph and summon a bunch more, you can actually go ahead and use the Transmigration Prophecy, shuffle those targets back into the deck, maybe even Sir, who knows. A couple of things like that, just to kind of keep you, back in the grind game. It kind of gives you an extra turn, while also being a little bit versatile and acting like a DD Crow for the opponent. You'll also notice a couple of other things that are a little bit choice, such as Ghost of Mourner and Moonlit Chill. This hand trap was actually pretty hyped when it was coming out. It kind of just got forgotten about, just for just a little bit, mainly because this card only hits monsters that are face up on the field. And while that is, while a lot of decks have monsters that do have their effects, happen face up on the field, a lot of decks have their monsters also act as activated effects in the graveyard as well too. Take for instance, stuff like Eldritch, where they special summon monsters from the grave, or even zombie decks. For instance, Tribe Zoo is also one of those things. One of those decks that most of their monsters activate either in the hand or like in the graveyard. So there's like a lot of decks that, yeah, even though they do kind of, summon monsters on the field, and those are great, great targets for Moonlit Chill. It's just it doesn't hit every single thing in the game, such as like Ash Blossom. It hits stuff that not would only activate in the hand, but also in the grave and also in the field as well too. Slayer did mention that he probably would go ahead, and he was just trying to test out Ghost Mourner, and Moonlit Chill, but he kind of gave like hints that he would probably, I mean, if he was playing this very serious, he'd probably swap this out for a different hand trap. The other hand trap that he is running, other than Ash Blossom, of course, is Droll and Lockbird. Now, Droll and Lockbird, along with, couldn't even get that out. Droll and Lockbird, along with Ash Blossom, is one of those other hand traps that is just like mandatory in this format. So those are the kind of hand traps that he is running in this deck of his. The other cards that he runs, other than just pure Burning Abyss, is he is running the Absolute King Backjack. Now, this is to support the line of trap cards that he has, which is actually what I'm going to be going to right now. He is running Ice Dragon's Prison, as well as a couple of other traps that basically not only hurt the opponent, but also help you. You'll notice that almost every single one of these, do that in a sense. They hurt your opponent and they help you in the process. Fiend Griefing is kind of like a DD Crow, as well as a Foolish Burial as well, too. The Ice Dragon's Prison is pretty much just there just to like kind of stop the opponent. Imperial Order is main decked. This actually did come up quite a couple of cases. This was actually main decked mainly because some of the meta decks do run a lot of field spell cards, such as like Dragon Link, Tribe Grade Zoo, also run like stuff like Tinky and the sorts. So it kind of helps to kind of stop a couple of the meta relevant decks. A couple of other cards would be Paleozoic Dionymiscus. Now, this is a banish as well as a... it discards a card, but you can also discard a Burning Abyss monster, which will go ahead and net you some gains as well, too. Torture Tribute is kind of slept on. Honestly, in my opinion, it is an amazing card. I think it should be definitely run more. It is a lot of decks nowadays... a lot of decks we're in a format that it's not so like grave reliant. Like take for instance like Tribe Brigade Zoo. If you destroy like almost all their monsters, usually they can't come back. Like if you really hit this on like the links and stuff like that, usually that's kind of it. Also, as well as like other decks, such as Dragon Link, if you hit this right when like they summon the LP combo, usually you can kind of get them to kind of stop as well too. And then also Trap Trick as well too, just to kind of get you more access to almost all of these cards. You'll notice that almost all of them, except for Imperial Order, are normal trap cards. All of these are actually searchable off of Trap Trick. The only other card that he actually did kind of mention that he would probably, that he would keep in this deck is Cosmic Cyclone. Cosmic Cyclone is amazing, especially during the standby phase hit when, your opponent has, during Dragon Link plays and they have like a Tidying. So it really like helps you to kind of like, stay in the grind game, not get hit by the opponent's back row as well. Also, it is a back row hate, so if you're going against like anything really scummy, such as Missing Line, this is like for sure going to hit that. You'll notice that in the side deck, he is running Alpha Master Beast. This is an amazing card. He is running the Necroworld Banshee as well as the Zombie World package, which is Cinnable off of Beatrice, so which hurts a lot of decks. He also is running Dark Ruler No More, Harpy's Feather Duster, Anti-Spell Fragrance, which is actually insanely strong, Evenly Matched, and the one of Red Reboot. And to the side deck, we have Beatrice, 2 Dante, 2 Zeus, which is stackable on top of Downward Magician, and also Fortune 2 as well. Access code talker for the OTK, and then we have Cherubini, which is for Burning Abyss plays. Gravity controller, just in case if you want to go ahead and make a Dante and then make gravity controller and get that extra plus. Then we also have IP Masquerena to go ahead and get into the Unicorn Phoenix, Trisbana just for the back row hate, and also Underworld Goddess of the Curse World. This is an amazing deck. I mean, I think it is a crazy pick to win a tournament of close to like 20 people, all of whom are running insanely very competent meta decks. I mean, these are people that join tournaments left and right, like big top scale. I'm talking like Chalice Slime tournaments. I'm talking like, the Quarantine Series, Surrey Manon's tournaments, LCS, PPGs. I mean, these are like people that really know what they're doing, and this Burning Abyss managed to like top them all. I mean, I think it is amazing. Congrats to Slayer for topping the whole entire event with this. Hope to see you guys again in the next tournament. Before I go ahead and get off, I just want to go ahead and say, if you really liked today's video, make sure to go ahead and smash that like button, as well as to hit subscribe to keep up with all of my daily content that I make. I really do enjoy making content, and I honestly really like, seeing you guys enjoy my content. So if you really enjoy my content and you want me to keep up this, hopefully you kind of give me like a little pat on the back here and there. I would really appreciate that. But that's actually going to be it today. Hopefully I see you guys in the next video. Peace.